Welcome to Imperial Sports. Let's get into it. So, if you had the chance to look at my last video about the diva wide receivers in the league, take a look at that video. You know what I'm saying? Some good content of my opinion, how I seen it. So now let's get into the latest. And I thought I had to come back and do another video. So when I did that last video, certain things when it came to Antonio Brown, I wasn't aware of that I did become aware of since then. So since by now, if you're seeing this video, you know that Antonio Brown had apologized to the Raiders, and it was they said it was emotional apology. I wasn't there, you wasn't there, so who knows? And it was alleged apology. It was emotional, and I guess it was some type of apology because Gruden came out and was saying pretty much that he was going to play on Monday. And they, pretty much squashed things. Then Friday night, which is the 6th, September 6th, Friday night, or somewhere in that time frame, on Antonio Brown's YouTube page, he launched a video of him where it was the recorded conversation between him and Gruden. Now, no one knows if that's definitely, in my opinion, that's Gruden's voice and that's him talking. We don't know if Gruden agreed to the recording, if he agreed to having that released or whatever. And the recording pretty much is basically just him saying, like, yo, man, let all that BS go. Let's get to playing football. So that happened Friday night. By Monday, a Saturday morning, which is September the 7th, you had Antonio Brown putting a comment out like, basically, release me. Basically, when you stand on something, he said something like, if you stand on something, you believe in something, pretty much you're going to generate people who go against you, pretty much. That's basically what he said. And he put that out, and then he said he asked for a release from the Raiders. So this took everybody by storm. Like, what happened? We just apology. What's going on? And then a couple hours from there, about 1 o'clock yesterday on Saturday, on the 7th, he was released by the Raiders. So that took its toll. 3 hours later from there, it says Antonio Brown agrees to contract terms with the Patriots. And that was fast. That didn't just happen. That basically saying that was in the works. So I did some research, and I started talking to one of my friends, and we were talking, and then I was unaware that I thought Antonio Brown went to the Raiders like because they was giving him the most money, and it was a free agency. I was unaware he was traded there. So there was a meme that went out where it said you was traded to one of the worst teams in the league, and you did a hissy fit, and now you traded to the best team in the league. And now you got released, and now you signed with the best team in the league. Well, arguably, Tom Terrific is still top quarterback in the league. Just won a Super Bowl last year. So when you look at this, now that goes back and make me think. That changes my vision, because now I'm looking at Antonio Brown. Although his antics was not, I disliked his antics, but what if he never wanted to go to the Raiders in the beginning, but he just went with the flow in the beginning, found out Derek Carr, this is a team on the rise, and Derek Carr is really not that good of a quarterback that he want to be spending his next few years playing with. So it triggers him to say, man, I need to get out of here. And you can't say, well, wow, you did all that just to get out of there. No, you can't say that because Drew Rosenhaus, when you look at the stuff T.O. did, he's not beneath doing whatever you got to do to get them to cause enough disruption, to get you out of that contract. So he's not beneath none of that. So it looks like this whole, I don't think the foot thing was an actual thing that he wanted to do, but the antics and speaking up and causing disruption, yeah, I believe that was part of the plot. In my opinion, this is alleged, or this is just my opinion, my views, that he did those antics to get out of that contract so he could go sign where he wanna sign to and play where he feels he got the best chance to pit up stats plus accomplish getting the Super Bowl, and he can do both with the Patriots. And you know, Belichick, man, they still got that kid Josh Gordon or whatever, Josh whatever, and you know who's a struggling addict, and they still got him because of his talent. They still got him on the team, so they like how Cowboys is, like they pick up the stragglers and the people who got issues and try to work with them and try to get them to get on the floor, the field and ball. And on top of that, when people was speaking like, AB lost his money, he got the bag. He got the bag again. We got to keep in mind the Patriots don't got to pay Grunk, so they sitting on money. Man, they paid him a 1 year, 15 mil, so he didn't lose anything. So some people would say in 10 million's guaranteed, 10 million signing bonus or whatever. So he got all his money back for the year, and if he's gonna fall in line, he's gonna do what he need to do because what he's gonna do this year, he's going, let's say he don't have no injuries or anything, he's gonna put up numbers and he's gonna be successful whether they win the Super Bowl or not. And that way next year, even if Patriots don't want to sign him back, somebody else is gonna sign him, and then he gonna still get the bag, so he ain't losing no money. So when you look at this from the flip side to all of this, whether you like the antics or not, it's in the world of business, and you know business could be strewed, it could be not favorable when you hear about how business deals was done, how people got to certain points. Might not been ideal, but they got to that point. And so that's how I look at this situation. You might not approve of it, but he got it done, and got the business done, got to where he needed to be, and he accomplished it. So on his part, I gotta favor him and said it was smart. Tip my hat. Bravo. They did a power move against the Raiders. And pretty much Gruden don't really care. He locked up 10 years, 100 mil as a coach. He really don't care. He just was pretty much a pawn in this situation. And be for real, if you're a person like me, when you look at certain things, man, they all could be in on it. You know what I'm saying? These people with big dollars and lots of money, and they could be doing all types of stuff. They don't really care. It's just they gotta follow the guidelines and rules and stuff like that. The owners might feel some type way, but then you gotta think these is billionaire. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as an average person, just thinking like as an average person, you know what if like when you get a little extra money, it feels good. You feel like you could do whatever, like do a little more. Just imagine you had overwhelming money where bills wasn't a thing and stuff like that. Your stress level is low. You don't care about the small stuff. You think these billionaire owners is really caring about this stuff because they still making their bottom line. They don't care about all that little stuff. You know, so that's why you barely see owners. You don't even know what the hell they look like. You know, it's ones like Robert Kraft for the Patriots and Jerry Jones for the Cowboys. Those are the ones, and Snyder for the Eagles. You kind of see them more, but the majority of the other owners, you don't know who they are. Why? They making their money. They don't need to be seen. They ain't worried about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, in a nutshell, I'm looking at this from a different angle. I thought I'd come back and do a video on it and see what you guys take on it. If you had a chance to listen to the last video, uh, watch that last video and subscribe and like this video and give me a response on how you feel about what took place and what's your opinion on the matter. Till next time.